Let me ask you something most men never pause to consider until it starts controlling their nights. What if you could wake up tomorrow and feel calm? No urgency, no pressure, no 2 a.m. Stumble to the bathroom while your partner sighs beside you. What if after 60, your nights could be quiet again, your bladder steady, your sleep deep, and your confidence fully your own? The truth is, most prostate problems don't begin because your body gave up. They begin because no one ever showed you how to take care of this small but powerful gland. And here's the good news, your prostate is not broken. It's responsive. It listens to your habits, to how you move, drink, and eat every single day. Once you start giving it the right signals, it can calm down, shrink naturally, and start working for you again. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a urologist and men's health specialist. For over a decade, here at Inner Vitality, I've helped thousands of men over 50 and 60 rediscover strength, energy, and freedom in their bodies without pills, painful procedures, or gimmicks. And today, I want to show you 3 simple habits that do exactly that. These are not quick fixes. They're small, natural, daily practices that restore balance to your lower body from the inside out. In this video, you'll learn how to hydrate in a way that soothes your prostate, how gentle daily movement can reignite blood flow, and how feeding your gut can ease pressure where it matters most. If you've been living with discomfort, frequent bathroom trips, or that quiet worry that this is just part of aging, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll see that your comfort, your confidence, and even your nights of uninterrupted sleep are not behind you. They're waiting for you to reclaim them. Your prostate is listening, and starting today, you can teach it peace again. Let's start with the simplest habit, one that most men think they already do right: drinking water. I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Carter, I already drink plenty of water. But here's what I want you to understand. After 60, your body's relationship with water changes. What once worked in your 30s or 40s no longer gives you the same results. Your kidneys, which filter your blood and balance electrolytes, naturally become less efficient with age. Your bladder becomes more sensitive, reacting to even small amounts of urine. And your prostate sitting right below that bladder feels every ripple of pressure, especially when you drink too much at once or too late in the day. Think about your typical routine. You get busy during the day and forget to drink. Then, at dinner, you realize you're thirsty, so you gulp down 2 or 3 glasses of water or tea. What happens next? You fall asleep with a full bladder, and a few hours later, you're awake, half asleep, walking to the bathroom. That pattern might seem harmless, but over time, it wears down your prostate, your bladder, and even your quality of sleep. When you go long hours dehydrated, your urine becomes concentrated, acidic, and harsh. That irritates the tissues around your urethra, including the prostate itself. It's like soaking a sensitive sponge in vinegar instead of clean water. But when you hydrate the right way, everything softens. The key is rhythm, not volume. Start your morning with a warm glass of water before your coffee or breakfast to wake up your kidneys and circulation. Sip gently throughout the day, not chugging, just steady hydration that keeps your urine light in color. Then, as evening approaches, taper off. Have your last full glass about 2 hours before bed, so your bladder can settle while you sleep. This isn't about drinking gallons of water, it's about drinking smart. Treat water like medicine: frequent, mindful, and measured. When you hydrate this way, your bladder relaxes, your urine flows easily, and your prostate finally stops feeling under attack. Many of my patients notice results within a week: fewer nighttime trips, deeper sleep, and a calmer, more comfortable lower body. It's such a small adjustment, yet it can transform how you feel every single day. Remember, it's not just what you drink that matters, it's when and how you drink it. Gentle consistency is your new secret weapon for prostate peace. Now, let's move to the second habit literally. I call this one pelvic mobility, and it's something almost every man over 60 needs more of. To understand why, picture where your prostate actually lives. It's right in the middle of your lower body, tucked between the bladder, the rectum, and the pelvic floor muscles that act like a hammock holding everything in place. It's a small gland in a crowded neighborhood, and it depends on good circulation to stay healthy. The problem is, most of us spend most of our day sitting, breakfast at the table, driving, reading, watching television. That stillness might feel relaxing, but inside, your body becomes stagnant. Blood flow slows down, lymph drainage weakens, and the muscles that support your prostate start to stiffen. Over time, that stiffness means your prostate gets less oxygen, less nourishment, and more inflammation. When circulation in this area drops, the prostate becomes like a sponge that never gets squeezed. It swells, traps waste, and starts sending those quiet distress signals: pressure, difficulty starting to urinate, that heavy, congested feeling in your lower abdomen. But the good news is that even small daily movement can completely change this. You don't need to go to the gym or lift weights. You just need to remind your body that this area still matters. Start with a short walk after breakfast. Every 30 to 40 minutes, stand up, stretch, roll your shoulders, and swing your legs gently. Do a few slow hip circles while brushing your teeth. These tiny moments of movement send oxygen-rich blood back into your pelvic tissues. If you can, add a simple routine I call pelvic awakening. Sit tall, breathe deeply, and as you exhale, gently tilt your hips forward and back a few times. You'll feel your lower core and hips start to loosen. That's your pelvic floor reactivating. Within a week of adding these movements, many men notice they feel lighter, more stable, and more in control of their bladder. The discomfort eases, the pressure fades, and the body begins to remember its natural rhythm. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. A few minutes a day keeps your circulation alive and your prostate supported. Movement is medicine, and your pelvic area needs its daily dose. Now that your pelvic area is moving again, it's time to activate the foundation that holds it all together, your pelvic floor muscles. These deep muscles form a supportive sling at the base of your pelvis, wrapping around your bladder, rectum, and prostate. When they're strong and flexible, they help you control your urine stream, maintain better erections, and keep pressure off the prostate. But when they weaken, everything below the waist starts to work harder than it should. Here's the simple way to train them. No equipment, no gym. Sit or lie down comfortably. Take a deep breath in, then as you exhale, gently contract the muscles you'd use to stop your urine midstream. Hold that contraction for 3 seconds, then slowly release. Rest for a moment, and repeat 10 to 15 times. That's it. At first, the movement might feel subtle, almost invisible, but that's exactly how it should feel. These are internal muscles. They respond best to slow, deliberate training, not strain or force. Focus on breathing smoothly throughout, and avoid tensing your stomach or thighs. Do this for just 5 minutes a day. Over time, you'll start to feel stronger control when you urinate, less dribbling afterward, and more confidence in your lower body during everyday activities and, yes, during intimacy too. Think of your pelvic floor like a foundation under a house. If it's stable and resilient, everything above it works better. When you give this area a little attention each day, you're not only protecting your prostate, you're reinforcing the physical core of your vitality. 5 quiet minutes for years of comfort, control, and confidence. The third habit might not seem connected to your prostate at first, but it's one of the most powerful fiber. The health of your gut and the health of your prostate are deeply linked. When your digestion slows down, your prostate feels the pressure literally. Here's why. Your prostate sits directly in front of your rectum. When the bowel becomes backed up with hard or compacted stool, it presses against the prostate from behind, crowding it and irritating the delicate tissues around it. That constant physical pressure doesn't just feel uncomfortable. Over time, it can cause swelling, inflammation, and even worsen urinary symptoms. But there's another piece most men don't realize. Constipation doesn't just block the colon, it changes the chemistry inside your body. When stool stays in your system too long, the balance of your gut bacteria shifts. Harmful bacteria start to thrive, producing compounds that leak into your bloodstream and raise overall inflammation levels. That systemic inflammation affects the prostate too, making it harder for it to stay calm and balanced. So what's the fix? Not pills or fiber powders, but real natural foods that work with your body. Start by adding warm, cooked vegetables to your meals: carrots, spinach, broccoli. Include whole grains like oatmeal or brown rice, and sprinkle in chia seeds or ground flaxseed for extra soluble fiber. Even simple fruits like pears, apples, or prunes can make a big difference. The key is to increase fiber gradually and stay hydrated so your stool stays soft and easy to pass. Within a week or two, you'll notice smoother digestion, less bloating, and a lighter feeling in your lower abdomen. And here's the amazing part. When your colon empties completely, your prostate finally gets to relax. The tension around it eases, blood flow improves, and your bladder has more room to function properly. Many of my patients say it feels as though a hidden weight has been lifted from their lower body. Remember, your gut and prostate are teammates. When one is backed up, the other suffers. But when your digestion flows freely, everything in your lower body works in harmony. So, every time you sit down to eat, think of it as caring for both your gut and your prostate. A few mindful bites today can mean peaceful nights and steady comfort for years to come. So now you know 3 gentle, natural habits that can make a remarkable difference in how your body feels and functions after 60. You don't need complicated treatments or endless supplements. You simply need to care for your prostate the way it has cared for you all these years. When you hydrate early and evenly, your bladder stays calm, your urine flows easily, and your prostate no longer feels irritated or inflamed. When you keep your pelvis in motion, circulation comes alive again. Oxygen, nutrients, and energy flow freely through the lower body, flushing away the stagnation that causes pressure and swelling. And when you feed your gut with fiber, your digestion supports your prostate from behind, releasing that hidden tension and restoring balance to your entire system. These are not quick fixes. They're quiet, consistent acts of care that build strength day after day. Every sip of water, every stretch, every bite of real food sends a signal to your body. I am listening. I am supporting you. And the body responds. The bladder empties more easily. Nighttime awakenings become fewer. The sense of control and confidence slowly returns. If you've been struggling with discomfort, urgency, or sleepless nights, I want you to remember this: you are not too late, and you are not powerless. The male body is resilient. Even after decades of wear, it knows how to heal when given the right environment. Try these 3 habits for the next 30 days. Write down what you notice: better sleep, less pressure, more steady energy. And if you find these changes helpful, share them with a friend, a brother, or a father, because men rarely talk about prostate health, and it's time that changed. At Inner Vitality, our goal is simple: to help men over 50 reclaim the strength, calm, and confidence that aging never has to take away. So, hydrate early, move gently, and feed your gut. Your body still listens, and your best years, the years of comfort, energy, and quiet confidence, are not over. They're just beginning.